Hello everyone, welcome. Simon here from the Wells of Wall Street. Today a update from Avax on the exchange. We're looking at the Binance chart here. Now, what on earth has happened now in the last, actually to be fair, for some time we have seen some substantial growth for Avax. All the way back from the July V-shape that we talked about in the previous videos. But I would say the most clear attention point is from sort of beginning of this month. There were some rumors, and I think that they have been confirmed. Well, I know they've been confirmed because that's what we're going to talk about next. But look at this. Buy the rumor, sell the news. We have jumped. We have jumped through support levels here. And we've gone from, I would say, realistically, when the rumors were coming out, around $14, all the way up to 30, what we hit today? $33 so far. Now, we'll go into a bit more analysis in a moment's time, but let's first of all go into the news here. Now, this is gigantic. So AV, I never know how to say them properly. AV and Curve Finance are partnering with Avalanche. This number here is phenomenal. So this is all relating to the system here, Avalanche. We will do a video on these guys as well. There's so many projects out here that do very similar things, but predominantly around sort of smart contracts, etc., Solidity and so on and so forth. Of course, great staking options and so on. But here's the news here. So this is allowing AV users to borrow, supply, and earn interest on crypto assets, while Curve will enable the exchanges of the stablecoins. But there is also the other element as well. So this here, moving $180 million of liquidity mining incentive program. So how, in terms of like the speed of being able to move and transact these elements across platforms, the AV, I don't know, so is absolutely gigantic protocol, and of course Curve with the exchange of applications as well. This is going to be absolutely phenomenal partnership. And you're going to see some huge announcements over the next few months as this cooperation keeps plowing forwards. And the amount of money that will come in and out of this collaboration as well will be phenomenal. So I just think this is fantastic. Of course, like the DeFi space is growing significantly. There is a lot more focus on the DeFi space more and more in terms of sectors of crypto. It is absolutely fantastic. So it follows the launch of the Avalanche Bridge, which transfers assets between blockchains, and the firm said the combination of two will incentivize new and established DeFi applications to join the Avalanche ecosystem. So expect Avax to moon over the next few months, I'm sure. Absolutely, as more projects come onto these kind of platforms and the interoperability, the opportunity to bridge systems, to combine systems, this is what crypto is all about, and it will just continuously improve the crypto space. So this is absolutely phenomenal. Bringing absolutely fantastic protocols to the Avalanche system. That is pretty much what I would say is the news that's kicked this off. There's obviously a couple of other bits and pieces here in terms of other elements, but I think this is going to be the absolutely main key one here for sure. Go check out AV as well. I must do a video on them. I keep finding things to do videos on. I know there's loads of videos out there, but I know some people like to see our take on it and everything. But yeah, we're just keeping ourselves busy, aren't we, with all these videos? But this is fantastic news that we just wanted to bring to the table to make you guys understand why this increase has possibly occurred. So back to the chart for a second here. I just want to make a few points here. So we're very high, certainly in the last 14 days. If we just consider the amount of growth that we've had in the last 14 days, it's a very good target on the RSI to be looking at here. And I would say that actually we're very, very top heavy. So in the last 2-3 days, for me personally, I don't sort of trade Avax or anything. But if I not personal, not financial advice, this is personal opinion, of course. But for me, when I'm sort of buying down at that like 40 odd mark, you do sort of look to that high 70 plus for like sell opportunities. But I would say we're in the very high end. Of course, there is always an opportunity to see a bit more of an acceleration. I would have considered that perhaps it was more than 91 when we hit directly at that sort of 33 level. I think that would have been enough to maybe put it over 92. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to go into a 4-hour one, but I don't want to mess up my charts right now to confirm that. But like I said, the last couple of days have been sort of signals that actually we're just trying to push a bit more if we can. The buying opportunities are still there on the radar. Look at the performance of last week, 68% increase on the week. The month has seen gigantic growth of 145%. Well done, and congratulations to all those out there that were investing in Avax in the correction that we had across the whole market over the last few months. You are seeing the rewards and reaping them, I hope, as we continue this insane run that's going across the board. Do anticipate a tail off. I'm not expecting any kind of support level here at 30 because we kind of like just shot through. The last times we saw seeing these numbers were way back at the beginning, sort of February, March, with a lot of volatility, I will admit. But if you look at these kind of lines here, we have tested these opportunities on a number of occasions. So I do anticipate once the news dies down a bit, not necessarily a complete drop down, I do think there's going to be quite a bit of profit taking, as you can see here with the candles here. There was, of course, that kind of activity occurring anyway. But I do anticipate maybe a bit of a tail off. There could be some extra investment coming in and volumes coming in as the news continues to spew out. But I would like to congratulate the people around this mark that perhaps knew what was going on or what was about to be announced, because there's definitely volumes in there to suggest that they kind of kicked off. Like, look, 48 hours ago, 17th of August, you start to see the trend upwards, of course. That, of course, as well, is a bit of FOMOing in, people saying, oh, the chart's going up, I wonder why, and not actually looking at why. And then, of course, the news coming in pretty much over the last 24 hours, pushing that across that support line of 30, basically. But we are tracking just over that $30 mark. It'd be interesting to see if we close over $30 and start generating a new support line. It'd be really interesting. Or it might start bubbling down and coming back down to a potential sort of 20 to 24 mark, I would have thought. But let's see how we go over the next few days. I'll do a bit of an update maybe next week as we penetrate the videos on RV and Curve as well. And we'll do a bit of analysis, a bit more into this announcement and why it's all such an amazing combination and why it's affecting the prices so much on these three elements as well. So I just wanted to throw this quick video out there. So it's quick, it's about 8 minutes. It's not relatively quick, but it is quick enough in my mind, and I hope it is for you guys as well. I hope you found it informative. Please do leave comments below if you are invested in either of these projects, especially Avalanche. Avalanche has been spoken about so many times this year. It went quiet, everyone stopped talking about it, and now they're talking about it, like I am, because of these massive green sticks you see on the chart. So let us know if you're invested, how bullish you are, what's your price prediction. You know, I've seen a few random price predictions on there. I do honestly think that this could potentially hit the $100 mark this year. Obviously not financial advice or anything, just going by analysis and the charts and the fib retracements, etc. That it's a good point. Some people are saying up to like $200, but if these kind of announcements keep coming out, and these bridge partnerships and the amount of money that we're talking about, like $108 million here, there and everywhere, and liquidity and bridging, who knows? That is an absolute possibility, but I'm trying to be realistic. Let's get back to that sort of $60 mark that we saw in February, March first, and then we can do a bit more of a proper analysis as to whether that's going to be a new support line or we're going to see more volatility before the full bear market kind of comes into play over the next sort of maybe 8 to 12 months or whatever. So let's check that out in the near future with you guys. So as I said, hope you found this informative. Please do subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and please do like the video. It helps the algorithms and boost our subscriber numbers. Also, join this community, engage with us. We love you all. Thank you, and we will see you in the next one, and hopefully Avax even further on the moon, or Mars, or Andromeda. Who knows? Let's just go on the rocket ship.